And what happens if one grabs onto my arm?
Well, don't let them do that.
Dinner served, boys and girls. Look at those marsupials going for the prize. Oh, don't you bite my foot, don't you bite my foot.
My name is Coyote Peterson, and I've traveled the world seeking out the most fascinating animals on our planet.
Look at that!
No matter the location, my mission has always been the same: to get up close and uncover the secrets of the creatures that we often misunderstand, or even worse, fear. Every animal has a story, and I brave the wild to tell it. On the remote island of Tasmania, there lurks a creature so ferocious that early explorers called it the satanic fleshlover. Today it is known as the Tasmanian Devil. In recent years, the wild populations have been decimated by devil facial tumor disease, an incurable illness which now threatens to wipe these carnivorous marsupials off the face of the planet. What does it take to save a species from extinction? I'm about to find out.
The next step in my training, which involves me picking up giant devil poops. Wow, they're a lot bigger than I thought, because I see one right there. It's like the size of a dog turd. That's a big poop for a pretty small animal. All right. Now, I can pretty much imagine the process, but do I use something to pick up the poop with? What's the process here?
Sure do. You can have either one or two of these bad boys and a bucket.
So who's doing what?
You're gonna go do all the poop on this way and I'll go around the other way. They only pool on the edges, so if you head this way, I'll go that way and we'll meet on the other side.
That one's strange looking.
What's that?
That's how we pick up poop, actually.
Oh, that's pretty convenient. So essentially, you're just having Coyote do your job today.
Yeah, I also gave him the bad one. They always poo along the front when I sent him. I'm just going for a stroll.
Solid collection of turds here. All right, Max. I think we got all of the poops. Whoa.
Jajan.
That's a pooper scooper.
Yeah.
You had a pooper scooper this whole time and you didn't tell me?
We only had one and you're the intern, so you got the gloves.
That is a lot of devil poop right there. Actually get into an enclosure to try to whisper a devil. Now, is there any danger inherent in what it is to get into this enclosure?
Well, getting in is just making sure you don't trip over the entrance. But once you're in there, there is some devils in there. So Phantom in particular is thinking he's a bit of a big boy and he may have a nibble. Phoenix...
Whoa. What does a nibble mean?
It's not like a dog, so if he comes up, don't give him your fist to have a sniff, because he'll just bite it.
Oh.
It's not like a interaction thing where they'll sniff and get to know you. It's, oh, I'll bite that.
Okay. Okay, let's see what it's like to whisper a devil.
Oh, look, that looks like Phoenix is out already.
Phoenix? Now, is she imprinted on you, basically? You kind of her devil mom in a certain sense at this point?
Not on me, so I didn't hand rear these to. One of our other staff did, but she gets along quite well with me. Phantom doesn't. I don't think he likes men, to be honest. I think Phantom's got a bit of a mummy issue. Let's see. Hey, Boof, don't you bite me, eh?
That's a handful right there.
Settle.
The sounds are just incredible that they make, and that's not any sound that indicates injury. It's just a warning. This is one of the most quintessential elements of the Tasmanian Devil, is that sound. It's incredible how loud they are and how intimidating that is. So you can imagine if any potential predator came into the environment and they saw that set of teeth and that noise, you immediately would run in the opposite direction. Okay, let's see what happens. Here I come. I'm a little nervous about this. So you're saying just kind of grab onto the body?
Yeah, just pick her up nice and gently.
You sure about this?
Oh, we'll see how she reacts.
I'm gonna pick you up, okay? We're gonna see what happens. Let's see.
One fluid motion. There you go.
I got it. Okay, I'm gonna bring you in tight first, squeeze. Oh, there we go. You are so soft. There it is, holding a Tasmanian Devil. All right, let's crouch down. They really like to feel as if they are tucked in. So You can see I'm just holding on to her backside here, and look at that adorable little face. You'll notice the ears of this little devil are actually very red in coloration, and as they're moving through the grasses, sometimes it's just their head that sticks up and above, and in setting sunlight, those ears almost look like devil horns, so that's partially where the name Tasmanian Devil comes from. But when you really look at the face of this devil, how adorable is that creature? Those long whiskers, and you don't even realize how long the whiskers are until you get right up in the nose of that animal. Well, Max, at this point, I would definitely say we have discovered a softer side of the Tasmanian Devil. But when it comes to feeding frenzies, things are going to get a little more ferocious, aren't they?
Definitely.
Well, I think I'm ready to get into the enclosure for feeding time. All right, Phoenix, thanks for being such a cute devil.
First described in 1996, devil facial tumor disease is an aggressive transmissible cancer that is only found in Tasmanian devils. It begins with small tumors on the face and mouth that grow more severe over time, preventing the animal from being able to eat, which ultimately leads to starvation. Sadly, the disease has killed nearly 95% of the world's wild devil populations. Researchers are working on a solution, but as of now, there's no cure, which is what makes this insurance population so critical to the species.
Gloves seem to be the common theme of this part in my training, from picking up poop to now processing meat. Like the start of a horror movie right here.
Right.
Oh, you splashed me with blood.
Yeah, they don't eat fruit and veggies, unfortunately.
That's devil food right there.
This is the ultimate encounter I have been waiting for, but nothing can truly prepare you for entering a Tasmanian devil feeding frenzy.
I have gone through all the training to become an intern here today at the Devil Ark, and my big reward is entering an enclosure with a bunch of very hungry devils. And as you can hear, the hunger cries have begun. All right, so Max, we have about 30 pounds worth of meat right there. But what's gonna happen when I go through the gate?
Look, as soon as you go through the gate, have this out first. Anytime a devil approaches you, you need to put the food in their face so they bite onto that and not your legs. I'll watch your back, but if they do come around your back, just swing it around and make sure that that is the first piece of thing that they can possibly bite.
Okay. And what happens if one grabs onto my arm?
Well, don't let them do that.
I'm a little nervous. Here we go. This is gonna be intense. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Dinner served, boys and girls. Come on behind me, come on behind me. Whoa! Oh, watch my legs! Getting too close, too close! Look at that power! Total Tasmanian Devil feeding frenzy! And I am right in the middle of it. Quite a stark difference between the cuteness we saw earlier and this aggression towards having a meal. Oh, don't you bite my foot, don't you bite my foot. Okay, let's get up on the stake, here we go. Oh, watch my fingers. Woo! Tasmanian Devils, feasting. Look at the carnage. This is unprecedented. I've never seen anything like this. Bones, tendons, skin, fur, everything is consumed by these animals. Wow, they're just motoring through. It's like piranhas at a kill. Unbelievable. Look at that, this guy over here, you got a good little chunk, don't you? Oh no, don't worry, I'm not gonna take it from you. And then there's this one. Go on, get in there for the feast, get in there for the feast. This is amazing. They have to move in and eat before anything else gets to that food. And they rely so heavily on this meat to sustain them, especially in times when there's drought. Right now, the drought that's happening in Australia is pretty intense, so any animals that are in the wild are doing everything that they can just to get a meal. Look at that, using those forepaws to push themselves back, locked on with those teeth, and rip off a hunk of meat at a time. Look at this guy, he's just burying his head all the way down into the carcass. And there's such a little powerhouse. You can see how they're using every inch of their body, all that muscle structure throughout their hindquarters to push their legs back as they've got their jaws locked onto the bones and me trying to rip off a hunk. And you'll notice they are slightly competing with each other. Sometimes you hear them hollering at each other. That's not because they're angry, it's just, hey, this is my feeding spot. You move off, let me get the meat that I want. Just one of the coolest encounters I think we have ever had. This is amazing. Listen to all the sounds that they're making, all that huffing, all that puffing. Look at how fast they are consuming the meat. They are primarily scavengers, but you can imagine what it would be like if these creatures were predatory. It would be quick business, that's for sure. A very gruesome, very bloody death. The sounds are just unreal. Watch out, got a leg bone flying here.
You got one behind you.
Whoa! Still have to keep watching behind me. This is an opportunity for these animals. If there's a fallen carcass, they have to move in and eat before anything else gets to that food. And it's so intimidating to see those jaws at work, and the entire skull structure is so robust. All of those muscles that are capable of working the jaws to crush through the meat, the tendons, and the bones. Oh, it just got splashed with blood. Believe it or not, these devils eat every single day. They are always this hungry. Are you kidding me? It's just eating through the bone. Well, throughout my career, I have been witness to some amazing animal encounters, but I don't think anything can top being part of a feeding frenzy with Tasmanian devils. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. I think it's time for us to go.